Hello.
Hi.
Well, hopefully tonight we will have audio. Hmm.
I'm going to mute myself for a couple of minutes because it's kind of loud over here.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can't get the share screen going.
Okay, you're going to do great. I know it.
Zoom recording because when I sign on, it starts recording. Well, hello, 970. Thank you for joining. I have 7 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Lauren was unable to join me here live, but she is on the feed. So I want to thank everybody for jumping on tonight, taking time out of your evening to join. I know how it can be in the evenings. So a little bit, my name is Linda Knowlton, and this is a business opportunity or a health opportunity, so a health and wealth opportunity. I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I retired January 31st of this year after working with the state of Colorado for 25 years. When I was going on my 20th year, I decided I wanted to have a second career. I was only going to be with the state for 25 years. So I went to school online and I got a bachelor's degree in nutritional science. I was going to go in and be a certified nutritionist and a personal trainer because those things fascinate me. I love doing it. I love to work out. And then somebody showed me a video, ABC Primetime Video, and I saw that and I knew my direction had to change. I think things are put in front of us and we have to pay attention to the signs, and that leads us down life's paths that we need to go. So here we are today. I'm with a company called LifeVantage, and I love it. It's the most amazing company out there. The people are amazing. Like I said, it's a health and wellness business. We're the ultimate biohacker's guide to take control over your own body, and that's with LifeVantage. We're leading the way in biohacking through nutrigenomics. So what's crazy is everybody has, pardon me as I try and get there we go, my technical difficulties. So this is going to show you that you don't have to be a professional to do this, which is great because I am not. But anyways, people talk about the new gig economy, and it used to be a gig was a band had a gig that night. Now it's more of the gig economy, looking for something to do, kind of a plan B. We have people that do Uber on the side, do Airbnb to help pay for their mortgage. And then we see things like Facebook take off and be worth a lot, and Amazon taking over. It's crazy the amount of industry that Amazon is taking over. So it just shows us that business has changed. And so what I had told you before is with LifeVantage, we're biohacking through nutrigenomics. And nutrigenomics is changing everything. We once thought we were powerless, is now an area over which we have at least some control. It's the ability to use nutrition to affect our genes, that we are no longer at the mercy of our DNA. And that's fascinating to me. I mean, if we can do that with our DNA, it's just phenomenal. Back about a year ago, the Today Show put up a thing about nutrigenomics, and it was saying that nutrigenomics by 2020 is going to be a $600 billion industry. And what's crazy to me is how many months do we have left in 2018? I mean, time is going by so fast, and to be part of a $600 billion industry, how can you not go wrong? Well, then this market research feature is saying that nutrigenomics is expected to be a $17 trillion industry now by 2023, which is 5 years. I mean, look at how fast 2020 is coming up. 2023 is, 5 years. Well, pretty soon, less than that. And I find myself wanting to be in touch with that 17 trillion. I would like a piece of that pie. That is a piece of pie that I would really like to have a piece of. So what we do is we're doing biohacking, like I said, biohacking through nutrigenomics. It's hijack versus biohacking. So when we think of hijack, think about it, 24/7, physically, emotionally, biochemically, toxins, EMFs, the cell phones, allergies, the biochemically stuff I was thinking about. Think of that Monsanto, that they're talking about that's in a lot of our foods. And it's kind of crazy when you think about that. That was, Roundup. Hello. So now with biohacking, we're taking control over our biology. We're optimizing our genes potential, and we're becoming the best version of ourselves. And we're using nutrigenomics and the research of how natural compounds affect our gene expression. And I'm hoping that you guys can hear this.
Hey, Linda, we can't hear it.
You can?
No.
Okay, we got it to work the last time.
Yeah, let's check the volume on the video and the volume on your computer. And if Mark Anthony is on here, he was our technical guru to help us out last time.
Okay, I have it at 100%, and you guys can't hear it?
No.
Okay. So, see, shows you don't have to do this. I'm going to go ahead and skip this since nobody can hear it. One of these days, I will have the technology done. But anyway, what we know is with what we have, it's a $500 billion industry with the products that we have. Anti-aging is a $300 billion industry. Skincare is a $121 billion industry. Pet care, $67 billion industry. Smart energy, $50 billion energy. And then when we look at weight management, weight loss, it's a $37 billion industry. So we know that this is out there. And the one good thing is we know that we have the best out there. We're going to talk about our core product, which is the Protandim. They call it, it's known as an NRF2 synergizer or NRF2 activator. And we have the science to prove that it lowers oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days. And that is phenomenal. Because if you go into PubMed, you put in oxidative stress, you're going to find out there's over 193,000 studies in regards to oxidative stress and how it affects us. They're thinking that it can be the root cause of over 200 diseases. And so we're able to support the natural cellular repair process and increase the median lifespan of the male mouse. There was a study done by National Institute of Aging, and I believe it was run 10 years. And so what they found out was our product increased the lifespan of the male mouse by 7%, which is really huge because when you look at studies, they won't even let you really post anything after under 3%. And thank you to Lauren for pointing this out to us, that when she was doing her research study in psychology, that it had to be 3%. And to find this, what, double?
More than.
So, yeah, exciting. And it's all natural. It's turmeric, milk thistle, green tea, bacopa, ashwagandha. So phenomenal stuff. So briefly, I talked about PubMed there. Okay, so PubMed, you can go in and you can put in Protandim, and you'll see that there's 24 studies done with Protandim. So if you actually put in Protandim, you're going to see these studies. And some of these universities, Ohio State, Virginia Commonwealth, we talked about National Institute of Aging, University of Colorado, Harvard, Ohio State, I think, has done a couple of them. The American Heart Institute. Now, they have their own magazine called Circulation, or Circulum. Anyways, we are the only supplement that's ever been published within that magazine. So that is huge, to find that we're the only thing that they value enough to publish in their magazine. That is, to me, that's just awesome and exciting. It's like, how amazing. So, but anyways, PubMed is, like I said, is where researchers go to put in their studies. And when we talk about the oxidative stress studies, that's millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars being studied. Because when we talk about a peer-reviewed study, that means like Ohio State did a study. They had these results. Another university has to come in and do the same studies, and they have to match. They have to match. If they don't match, if a study comes out and their test proved to be better, that study still can't be published. They has to come out the same. So 194,000. Okay, so we have 194,000, then 194,000. So think about that. That's a lot of dollars, a lot of studies to show what oxidative stress does. What's kind of cool about the NRF2 Synergizer Protandim is it's been talked about on NBC. It's been talked about in the Wall Street Journal. It's been talked about in the Huffington Post. It's been talked about on the Today Show. ABC News did the primetime investigation. PBS, there's doctors that talk about it on PBS. Dr. Phil, if you get a chance, you got to YouTube Donny Osmond and Dr. Phil. Because Dr. Phil asked him, how do you do everything that you do? You're running and gunning and just the energy that you have, and you still look so young. And Donny Osmond says, well, I found the fountain of youth. And Dr. Phil's like, fountain of youth? He goes, yeah, found the fountain of youth. It's called Protandim. It's like, oh my God, hello. What's also kind of cool about us is, even though it's made up of herbs, we have a patent on the synergistic blend. And as you can see, here they are. And if I understand correctly, I think there's kind of double stack patents on some of this stuff, which is sweet. So our company is all about growth and helping and learning. And so what they did is they've taken the technology and they've put it to a NRF1 synergizer. NRF1 synergizer enhances the mitochondria, and our mitochondria is the powerhouse of everything that we do. I was so excited when I heard about this because I knew about this, and I remembered it. As old as I am, I remembered it from school. ATP. I was like, going, ATP. It's funny how little things get us excited. But it improves our performance through energy production. It enhances cellular health. Cells function at peak performance. And again, you're looking at alpha lipic acid, coenzyme 10, grape extract, quercetin, acetylate carnitine. Okay, pardon my pronunciation, but you hear people about taking quercetin or coenzyme 10, and here they are. And again, it's a fantastic blend on how we have it together. One thing it is, our products are accepted by the Banned Sports Committee group. So a lot of athletes take this because it is authorized. We took, again, expanded our product line with ProBio. And we talk about having a healthy gut. It goes along with the brain, brain and gut work synergistically. I mean, think about it. We have this most amazing mechanism called our body, and it blows me away by what our bodies do. So with our ProBio, we're looking at something to help support the healthy microbiome. We have a patented track and a well-immune technology. And what's kind of cool about this is 60% culture survival rate. It delivers 15 times the bacteria to the gut than other similar products. You know, it has to travel a lot, you know, through a lot of our system to get where it needs to do what it needs to do. And it helps improve tight junction and communicate between the brain and the gut and help signal that we're full and things like that. You know, I don't know. The human body just amazes me. We have an omega. Now, this omega was really cool is it's an omega-3, it's an omega-7, and it has a vitamin D. It's fresh oil or cold water fish. It's cod and pollock. And what's so cool about this is every bottle can be traced to the boat, because what we do is we process it right there on the boat. It's boat to bottle. And if I remember correctly, they were saying that they make it sustainable, and there's only certain times that they fish because they want to make sure that we still have that source. And the fact that you can trace each bottle to where it came from is amazing. You can take these and you can put it in your mouth, and you can actually crack it and taste the oil, and there's no fish taste, there's no fish burp, there's none of that yuck. You know, that, you know, I think everybody's probably experienced it that one time where you take a fish oil and you're like, ooh, you know, because you either taste it or you burp it. And this is nothing like that. It has a great lemon lime flavor. So what we've done is taking our products and we put them in what we call a vitality stack, because we know this is something that we need to take every day, you know, especially if we want to have that, you know, high quality of life, slow down aging. I want to slow down my aging as much as I can, you know. So with our vitality stack, we have the NRF1, the mitochondrial booster. We have the NRF2, that reduces the oxidative stress. We have the ProBio and the Omega. And it's kind of cool. They put it in a little pack, and so you know what you need to take every day, because you just pull out the pack and there it is. So our vitality stack reduces the oxidative stress. It boosts the mitochondrial production. It improves energy. It supports a healthy microbiome. It supports immune function, and it supports healthy brain and supports a healthy heart. So one of my favorite things is what we call smart energy, nootropic product, brain food, and it improves mental endurance, acuity, concentration, and memory retention. It enhances the neurotransmitter functions and resilience to stress. It reduces mental fatigue and brain fog. It increases a positive mood. Clean, low-calorie, low-carb, vegan, BSEH-approved, and free of artificial colors. My favorite line lately has been, "Gray matter matters." Think about it. I love that little tagline. You know, I love the flavor of these that we have. I will admit, I was a Monster Energy drinker. But since this came out, no, I don't have to worry about that, because I love this stuff. And we have a caffeinated and a decaffeinated. Our caffeinated has about 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is about the same amount as a cup of coffee. If you're caffeine sensitive, then you know, you could do the decaf. So, sorry, my glasses are sliding down. So, and then we talked about briefly the weight management when we went over our product line. So our physique line, what we have is we have a cleanse. So if you do a cleanse once a month, you don't have to do the soup, whatever cleanse out there. We have such a gentle cleanse that you don't even realize you're on it, and it feels good. And I love it. I do it once a month, usually at the first of the month, the very first week of the month, I'll do a cleanse. We have the ProBios included in that pack. There's a fat burn that kicks your body's natural fat burning capabilities into gear. And then we have a protein shake. If you ever do protein shakes, this is a casein and whey protein, so it has the slow, fast digestive thing. And it tastes really good. You know, you put this in with frozen berries and maybe almond milk if you want to. I usually just do frozen berries of some kind, 1 or 2 scoops of the protein, depending on if I want my protein intake, and my almond milk. And depending on whatever fruits I put in, like if I do the mango, or tangerine and things like that, then it has like a creamsicle flavor. Or you can do this. We do have a chocolate additive, so you can do the protein powder, the chocolate, it's called Curb, and strawberries. Oh, that's really good too. So, you know, so that stuff's fun to play with in your flavors. And what I love is the guy's picture on here. I mean, this was a 90-day challenge. I don't think he did anything, you know, 1,800 to 200 calories, and minimal exercise, you know. And look at it. I love his face because he's like, oh my God, is that me? We also have the NRF2 system into a skincare. So the Protandim, the NRF2 activator, works from the inside out. And then we have a skincare system that works from the outside in. And when you think about it, our skin is the largest organ in our body. And I don't think people, you know, kind of relate that the skin is an organ, but it is. It protects us, you know, from the heat, from the cold, you know, from injuries, you know. Do we injure our skin? Yes. But I think too that with this system, if you're injured, in my heart of hearts, I believe it helps with the recovery. I think there was a doctor talking about how inflammation, when something happens, when our body gets injured, all of our resources run to the injury to focus on that, and then other things kind of fall by the wayside. But with this, I think it helps our body to still go to the injury and still maintain a good body function. That's my belief. And I think that one doctor said one time that, oh, how did he put it? About those free radicals will attach themselves to anything. I don't know. It was really cool. I'll have to look it up. You know. So, but anyway, so here's our skincare line. We have facial cleanser, perfecting lotion, the eye serum, which you can put right on your eyelids, and then anti-aging cream. I love the anti-aging cream because I'm a person that gets tattoos, and I use the anti-aging cream and the cleanser on my tattoos. So, and I swear by it. So our NRF2, our Protandim, people were giving it to their horses and to their dogs, so they went ahead and created a pet tandem blend. Now this, same thing with the Protandim, the NRF2, but I think they've added some other things like chicken flavors and some other stuff for the dogs. But what's so good about when you give the pet tandem or the Protandim to horses, animals don't know the placebo effect. So you're going to either see them react, you know, without them knowing that they're on anything, and it's great. Oh my gosh, you know, you can YouTube dogs and Protandim, and to see some of the most phenomenal results with these dogs or even horses. Oh my gosh, I have a friend that has a 18-year-old barrel racer, and this horse has just responded like crazy. There's been horses with laminitis and in the Protandim and stuff. So it's amazing what we have. So this just kind of shows our core products. This is, you can biohack your body's complete system. We have everything that you need to make sure that your brain, heart, eyes, and other vitals are working at peak performance. And some of these we do have for free shipping, like our Vitality Stack, our skincare system. Those you can get with, like you said, when you order those, you get free shipping on those. So, and we have different levels of biohacking. You know, get in where you fit in. You can start off with the NRF2, just the Protandim, and if you do that on the subscription, it's $40.99. You know, shipped to you once a month. You know you're going to take it. You don't have to worry about ordering it. There it is. If you do our activated essentials, you get free shipping, and that's the ProBio, the NRF2, and the NRF1. We have the dual synergizer, which is both Protandim, NRF1 and NRF2, and those are $85. And then we have the Vitality Stack. So you see here where it's broken out in the packs, or you can get it in individual bottles. I myself like the packs because if I'm traveling, I just grab the number of packs that I need to take for them, and I don't have to do like the little pill thing. And so this makes it really easy, and they're very easy to travel. This all started, how I got started on this is, as you can see, this AB Team Primetime Investigative Report. I saw this report. If you haven't seen it, get on with the person that invited you to get on this call. You'll be blown away, I think, like I was. Our products have been sold since 2003. At that time, they were at CVS, GNC. They were on the shelves. Then we had the ABC Primetime Investigative Report back in 2005, and everybody wanted it. They saw it, they wanted it. So if you see it, you're going to want it, because this is what happened in 2005. So tons and tons of orders came in. Well, this was run by a bunch of researchers, and of course, they couldn't keep up with it. We are a publicly traded company, so when that aired, our stocks went way up, you know, and demand went way up. Well, researchers couldn't keep up with everything, so everything kind of fell back down, and then it was just sitting on the shelves. People didn't know because they didn't know the story. They, you know, if they saw the video, they didn't relate it to the thing, the bottle on the shelf, and it was $50 on the shelf. People were like, $50. You know, when they saw the ABC, they wanted it on the shelf. No. So everything just kind of went down. Well, what happened is they came in and they looked at everything, and they decided to take a look at direct sales versus retail. And direct sales took off because they realized that this product has a story to tell. And that's what we're here. We're telling the story about this product. And like I said, it's publicly traded. It's on the NASDAQ under LFVN. And it's run by an amazing, amazing group of people. These people have over 100 years combined experience. And they go out of their way for the company, for the people involved. And you're just going to love on them. These are going to be people that you really want to be a part of. What's kind of cool is we are in 21 countries. And we just launched in Austria like 2 weeks ago. That's another thing. Our leaders want this worldwide. They want the world to know. As you can see here, the top are countries that were open for product and distributors, and then the bottom are the ones that we're open for customers, which will eventually go into where people can have businesses out there. So this is a type of business that you can make money while you sleep, because we're global, you know, and we're going to be fully global. In my opinion, because ain't no stopping us now. So we live in a world of technology, and what's kind of cool is this company is kind of, to me, on the forefront. They're making it so that you can take this little thing here, which every one of us have. If we don't have a laptop, we have this, and you can do your business from this. It's amazing. So they have an app. You download it. You can put your customers or distributors, people you want to share information with, put it all on this phone, and you can just do everything from there. It's so easy and fun, and this company will reward you. You come in at the highest level, or and they'll give you customers for using this. It's amazing. What company does that? You also get a replicatable website that they manage. You don't have to do anything. It's great. People can go in there, look up your website. They can fill their cart, like if they were on Amazon, and do a checkout. It's easy. It's a replicatable site that they do for you, and they manage. I think that there's companies out there that you have to pay to get this. We don't. So network marketing is out there. It's been around since 1800s with Avon, Amway. It's a big industry. If you look at this in 2017, 189 billion. I think that might be as much, if not more, than NFL. It's more than the movies. It's more than the music industry, but it's out there. It exists. It's for real. So when you look at a company like this, network marketing, there's what they call the S-curve. So you have innovators, you have early adapters, early majority, late majority, laggards. I don't want to say there's laggards for Amway, but that's where you've got in because they've been here for 60 years. It's still a tremendous company, $9 billion a year in sales. You know, they've got fantastic products. If you want to be an early adapter, this is where you want to be, because remember how I talked about the $17 trillion of nutrigenomics between now and 2023? I want to be in that, from the asterisk to the arrow on that growth curve, because I want a piece of that pie, you know, and I'm sure everybody else wants a piece of that pie. 17 trillion, I don't know. I don't even want to calculate what 1/10 of 1% of 17 trillion would be, but I'm sure it's a pretty penny. But so we're looking for those early adapters, people that want to ride that wave and have that want, I guess you could say, you know, that are innovators, you know, and going to pave the way for themselves and their family and their generations, because this is a generational wealth. I like that. I like to be able to provide for generations, for my son and daughter and my grandkids, you know, or grandpups. You know, I have a grandpup right now, but I want to be able to provide that. You know, we talked about Amway. There's generational wealth that's being paid out right now after 60 years, you know, on the work that their ancestors have done. So how amazing would that be for your children to benefit on the work that you have done? I like that. I love it. So anyways, I want to thank everybody for coming on. There's 3 questions that I'm going to ask. One, or actually there's more. First one, do you want to be a part of 17 trillion? Do you want a percent of that? 2, what did you like best? 3, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Part of that 17 trillion and biohacking your health and working with your health and wealth? Or is this not for you? All I ask is that you get in touch with the person that invited you on here and let them know it's not for me. If it's not for you, that's okay. It might not be for everybody, but I want everybody to share in the wealth. If you're interested in the product, get with them and ask them about the product and say, and have that, open that dialogue on where you want to start, how you want to, what you're looking for. And then the other thing, you know, is if you want to start the business, oh my God, we would love to have you in this business, and this business would love to have you. So that's all I have. If anybody has any questions, go ahead and unmute yourself, and let's talk. But